Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. In the last episode we spent some time here at Warbly just on there. We managed to get our terror down and we uncovered, well, some of the horrors of the place. But in this episode I think we are going to go to the Clockwork Sun, which is, well, it's not the nicest route. I mean, maybe we can cut through here? Let's have a look. We'll see if we can cut through there. Avoid the giant terror area. It costs a little bit more fuel, but should be slightly less terrifying. So we need to go speak to the Dazzled Sequencer, one for the person, the toy maker in Warbly just met, and we handed in his box of guns at the orphanage, so we need to go get our payment. I still can't quite get over that. Why do we get the little kids? Oh yes, we'll just get them guns. Perfect. They were loaded too. Hopefully that will give us some money and stuff. And we're still obviously looking for Perdurance. The elusive Perdurance. It still annoys me so much. It's got to be like down here. So after this, I think I'm going to go search that giant area of the map that we haven't seen. And that should allow us to try and find it. I do kind of want to upgrade my engine. I haven't got around to doing it yet. Getting the money, you see. Let me just take that. One supplies, I'll take that. Never say no to free supplies. I often wonder where those supplies come from. Oh good, we can go through here. I mean, unless there's a giant wall in front of me. Which... seemingly possible, let's be honest. What a wonderfully curated lawn. What's this? This seems oddly not in the wilds. I suppose we are still kind of on the outskirts of London here. It's some penthouse. Oh, I suppose it can't be a penthouse. That's on top of a skyscraper, right? It's a manor house. There we go. Oh, hello. That was a gunshot. Wasn't aimed at me. That's all that matters, really, I suppose. They're not shooting at me, right? So it should just be a case of going straight down. Is that the Wolf's Well? So we also have a reason to go there for the devil that we found in Warbly just a man. Small part of me is kind of tempted to see if it is. Since we're so close, could be worth looking. We'll carry on with going to the Clockwork Sun for now. Shouldn't be too hard to kind of skirt back round up there at some point. The Well of the Wolf is a very interesting place, like lore-wise. Oh, here we go. London falters here. The sky becomes stony. Ow, what the... I was reading. Oh no. Basically, we're past the outskirts. Ah, my driving skills. Legendarily interesting. Right. Please, no crystalline dreadnoughts. That's all I'm going to say here. They are annoying. I'd like to kill the crystalline dreadnoughts, but I think in order for that to happen, we need to have some serious upgrades in terms of firepower. Because right now we're still rocking very basic guns. The air shimmers and twinkles. The sky is full of broken glass. You'd think this would raise some alarm bells, wouldn't you? All the people who are working on the sun. Why did all the rocks around the sun turn to glass? No, don't worry about it. Just put a big seal on it. Ministry approved. Don't worry about it. Here we are. The Rat Brigade salutes the Clockwork Sun. A patriotic tear wells in Albrecht's eye. Do we want to go scavenging with the Dawn Rats? I don't think we do. Usually ends up with people dying. Let's just go to... well, let's write a port report first, shall we? The Clockwork Sun is the preeminent symbol of the Empire's heavenly dominion. In response to your questions, the engineers shrug. The day dawns, the sun brightens, the night comes, the sun dims. What more is there to say? Some of them are so exhausted they can barely stand. They insist it's proximity to the sun that affects their sleep. Okay. We can head inwards to the azimuth. The engineers wave you onward, shouting something cheerfully derogatory about the sequencer. Azimuth is an enormous sundial without shadow. Okay. Deliver the Warbly minister's request for aid. Between one of the dazzled sequencer's breaths and the next, you find the opportunity to speak. He stammers dizzily to a halt, trailing parables about power lines and stars in ascendance, trains plumbed with light. There's no one I can spare. No, none of them. His brows furrows thoughtfully. There's an explosive in the dome. You could take that back with you. It isn't very pretty, but it is quite loud. You can have it if you can find it, and if you promise to be very, very careful. It was meant to end the universe, and honestly, I've forgotten why they gave it to me. It's hard to tell if the dazzled sequencer means that sincerely. Nevertheless, he details the ritual that must be performed to activate the device, if you find it. Wait, there better not be a unclear bomb here, because that would be very bad. That's what they used to kill the sun, I believe. You'll need to request access to the sun-shattered dome and locate the bomb. Oh bugger. Well, we can say we've completed our charitable assignment. With unrepressed delight, the sequencer listens to your account of delivering the items to the orphanage. A hand settles on your shoulder. From here on out, the coffers of Azimuth are dedicated entirely to the betterment of mankind, says the sequencer breathlessly. Together we'll bring light to even the darkest regions of Albion. I hope you'll join me in a hymn. Without waiting for your answer, he launches into a breathless hymn. I don't know the words, but do a credible job of mumbling along. Okay, we can receive another charitable assignment. We got 250 sovereigns and 100 experience. Let's ask for another assignment. What could possibly go wrong this time? A crate of spotted cravats and new sequence hymn books awaits delivery to some unsuspecting folk somewhere. The dazzled sequencer explains you'll be delivering your care package to one of the grottiest slums in Warbly just a mare. It is apparently suffering an extreme deprivation of cravats. Soon enough, the people of Albion will look up at the sun in the sky and see a giver of warmth and life and kindness, something they can rely on, just like the old days. He flashes you with his most sincere smile and bids you a good journey. I did notice right as I clicked that there was another option saying we could try and convince him to donate thoughtfully. It's just not as fun. That's all I'm gonna say to that one. Why deliver food and supplies when I can deliver cravats? Should we request access to the shattered dome? Oh, let's go see if we can find this bloody bomb. Beyond Azimuth lies the maze of abandoned exhibition halls, crowned by a magnificent broken tome. The sequencer obviously takes his role as gatekeeper seriously. He fusses around you, checking you and your crew's gear, tugging on straps, checking for rips, wiping your stained glass goggles with a silk handkerchief. All the while he spouts an endless stream of warnings. Don't enter the Shalimar. Never travel in a group of 3 or fewer, and resist the urge to sing, no matter how fiercely your throat burns. And for sequence's sake, watch the condition of your suit. With that, he pats you on the back, hands you a brochure, and sends you through the heavy iron door to the dome. Exhibition halls, built to accommodate sun-spotter tourists and sequence pilgrims, and abandoned after the dangers of the sun became impossible to hide. Priceless paintings hang in bleached rags. Magnificent relics have been left to accumulate glittering glass dust. Is anything still intact? The stained glass sky has collapsed. The unfiltered sunlight gnaws savagely at your hazard suit. It is currently undamaged, though a little shabby. You find your path blocked by a tangle of bleached white foliage. The Shalimar garden exploded from its greenhouse long ago, feeding furiously on the sun's light until it swelled to a jungle. Didn't they tell me to avoid Shalimar? Let's search somewhere else. It'll cost valuable time and entail greater risk, but treasure beckons around the next corner. You know it. In the time you waste, your suit degrades a little further. Okay, suit's been damaged. We still have time. The stained glass sky has collapsed. The unfiltered sunlight gnaws savagely at your hazard suit. It is currently battered, but it is mostly seems to be holding up. A fray here, a loose panel there. A scream. One of your crew was staring in horror at her hand, which has suddenly shriveled and spouted liver spots. The light can do strange things to the flow of time, and you seem to have strayed into a bad patch. Let's attempt to navigate the bad patch. If you're careful, you can avoid the worst of it at 93%. Only a partial success? Oh no. You guide your crew through the patch of lumpy time. Once everyone is through, you find yourself in an area of the dome seemingly untouched by previous explorers. A quick search uncovers an intact exhibit, a shroud of fabric that even here ravenously consumes light. On the return journey, however, you run into trouble. The stoker carrying the bombazine makes a misstep and begins to wail as his leg withers and rots beneath him. Unbalanced, he falls forward, and the bombazine tumbles from his grip. So we can either catch the bombazine in the split second available to you, your economic instinct triumphs, or we can catch the crew member. Life before profit. You see, I kind of need bombazine for a quest, so sorry. You wince at the crew member's infinitesimally brief scream. In an instant, all that's left of him is dust and bone fragments. The rest of your crew whisper angrily behind your back. Ah yes, they may, but I have a role of thirsty bombazine. I did gain 7 terror though, which is mildly annoying. Don't worry, we'll hire somebody else. You were the one who we saved from Warbly just a mare anyway. It's all good. Okay, we're back in bloody Shalimar again, huh? I don't really fancy my chances, so I'm going to search elsewhere. Aha! The Clockwork Bomb. This is what we're looking for. But our sunlight suit here, it's currently splitting at the seams and only barely hanging from your body. You can feel the light seeping under your fingernails. Soon, you stumble upon a gleaming forest of glass sculptures. As you get closer, you realize they were once tourists, from back when the exhibition was still open to the public. What were they clustered around? There it is, on display at the fringe of the crowd. The contraption the sequencer mentioned, a bulging dark thing of wires and wheels. This seems like such a bad idea, but sure, let's take the Clockwork Bomb. The bomb is not exciting to look at. Before they were glass, the crowd swept past it and accumulated around some other, less powerful bauble. You gently nudge aside the vitrified body of the lone gentleman who had paused to inspect it. It is the size of an ornamental globe in a London club. It is the weight of an angry child resisting being lifted. It rattles slightly as you heave it from the plinth. That's probably fine. Your suit has been damaged beyond repair. It falls off you in tatters. Can we leave? Uh-oh. Your suit hangs in rags. Your crew are panicking. Their suits are in similarly lamentable state. You push them too far. But this is fine. Light floods you, and a sickening sense of peace that must be fought with every fibre. Something glass cracks inside your head. A tumult, a stampede. Your crew run, shoving in their haste. Someone falls. It's only when you arrive back to Azimuth and conduct a head count that you realise one of your crew was left behind. In the dome beyond, you hear a familiar voice, raised in rapturous song. 15 terror is awful. Oh no. I guess I deserve it though. Well, let's leave the Azimuth. There is something else I need to do here. Which is... Can I go speak to the... Oh no, that's still the Clockwork Sun. Is it the glass house? Yes, it is. An isolated section of the abandoned exhibition halls have been repurposed to hold not treasures, but prisoners. Each wears a grey smock rather than a protective suit, leaving them utterly undefended from the ravages of sunlight. They sit slumped in unlocked cells, making no effort to escape. Where would they go? I would like to free the half-glass empty here. Okay, where was that lady? She was around here somewhere. Was she in the vault, maybe? The vaults below are safer, protected by a dozen layers of stained glass. Here she is. Bring 3 permits to the broken steward. 1 to authorise the release of the half-glass empty, 1 to authorise the authorisation, a 3rd to confirm that the authorisation has been authorised. Bureaucracy, don't we love it? The steward takes the permits, shuffles through them, then drops them straight into a waste paper bin. Seems to be in order, she says. I don't know why we were tasked with keeping prisoners here anyway. As far as I'm concerned, my job is to keep the bally lights on, not mess around in politics. Come on, I need to supervise releases personally. Not that it's ever come up before. Her mouth is a grim line as she redons her helmet. With the occasional hiss of pain, she makes her way up to the surface. Entering the glass house, the steward can only stare in horror at the state of the prisoners. Has she really been so isolated until now? The sun, she mutters. Broken, hateful thing. Damn it. Silently, she unlocks the empty cell. Then she quickly turns to leave. You hear something shatter. She limps away, knee crunching, leaning heavily on her cane. The empty steps carefully from his cell. Half his face is contorted with rage and grief and relief. The other half is impassive. Thank you, says the freed prisoner. He pauses, struggling with himself, and then simply repeats, thank you. Shuffling awkwardly, partly assisted by your crew, the half-glass empty boards your train. He doesn't know where he wants to go yet. He says, just away. Which seems quite fair, to be honest. Okay, so I think that's everything I needed to do at the Clockwork Sun. Got a new charitable thing from the sequencer. We got the bomb. Just casually got a bomb. So we need to go back to Warbly. Let's go back to Warbly. How much... I need to lower my damn terror. I'm going to actually have to go into Warbly, aren't I? Because my terror is a little bit out of control right now. I did lose 2 crew members in quite nasty ways, so it does kind of explain the problem we have. It's fine. Oh god, is that a Star-Manned Explorer? It is. Oh no, sorry, it's a Star-Seared Explorer. Ow. Okay. I just took a shotgun blast straight to the face. I think I've decided I'm running the hell away. Ow! Goodbye. We're going whatever's this way. Good lord. That was a deeply unpleasant experience. Oh god, this is the Well of the Wolf, isn't it? I suppose I could stop at the Well of the Wolf. Should I stop at the Well of the Wolf? My terror's really high. I don't think that's a good idea. I think maybe we should go back to Warbly first, because I think the Well of the Wolf is just a terror spot. Yeah, because that's... for a second there I thought it might be St. Anthony's Lighthouse, but no, it isn't. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just keep going back to Warbly. That really hurt. That hit me for so much damage. Good lord. Normally you get hit with like 1 or 2 pellets and it's not too bad. I got hit with every single pellet. Bloody Star-Seared Explorers. They've upgraded their armaments. The bastards. We're doing okay for supplies, so if we do get the brandy, if the brandy lady comes back, we can at least give her some brandy. The bloody brandy lady. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is bad. You've emerged from a recent battle with what initially appears to be superficial damage, but now your chief engineer tells you it conceals a deeper structural issue. Unless it's fixed, the integrity of your hull is at risk. So we can send the crew outside to patch it up. The usual procedure: sky suits, lifelines and toolboxes. 42% chance. But we have a 100% chance to fix it ourselves. You'll need a nimble hand and a sure step. So let's fix that problem. Clambering across the hull, you reinforce several of the braces that support your locomotive's plating, and you pause to admire the view. You stand upon the cusp of heaven. A sprinkle of stars gleam coldly ahead. Below, celestial mists roll and boil like a witch's stew. Somewhere in the distance, a scribe spinster wails. The sky is at your feet. Yeah, we gained some... Oh, that's actually really good. I guess the check is you either lose some hull or you gain some hull. Let's cut round this way. It seems to be the safest route. Somebody really should come out here and fix these pipes. I feel like whatever this is, I feel it should be important. It's pretty big. And again, it's got holes in it. It's not only snapped, it has holes in it. So whatever it is, it's been long abandoned. Guessing it's steam? I mean, what level of technology are we at right now? I mean, we have flying trains, which... You'd think that's quite advanced technology, wouldn't you, really? But I guess if it uses steam, which, by the sound of the train, it probably does use steam. We're just very, very good at steam. Hey, look, there's that nice house. I recognise it by its lawn. There goes a barrel of fuel. But that does mean we're close to Warbly. So I don't fly straight past it. No, I'm not going to. Nothing nasty, please. No flukes. There's the sea. Or the roiling mists, I should say. The only actual sea is a little bit further north. And decidedly more terrifying. Oh, I don't know, actually. The roiling mists is pretty damn terrifying. You're flying a bit weird, aren't you? Oh, gods. Run, run, run away. Run away. It's the bloody guests. Oh my god. Thing in the mist. Oh no. A sudden jolt. I think we hit something, my lady. Your driver observes. The mists are thick. You could turn back and search for it. I'm good. We're just gonna keep going. Or should I use some fuel here? Let's use some fuel. Double back. It would use up fuel. There might be danger, but perhaps whatever you hit was valuable, or perhaps it needs help. Retracing your course, you find a scattering of locomotive debris and an intact crate spinning in the wind. Drag it aboard and discover it's filled with tea. Thank heaven it was unharmed. That could have been a disaster. My terror's still really high. But we made it to Warbly, and that was the goal. I do think I'm going to end this episode here. We shall continue with these storylines in Warbly next episode. We're probably going to have to go back into Warbly to lower my terror. It's a bit out of control. But either way, thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, I'll see you next time.